All right, people. Bryce is the star here, so you want to open and close this? No, you're terrible at it.
Yeah, you go. I'll stumble.
So what we're doing today is Bryce's Miata as, I guess, a small token of my appreciation for everybody here. I bought him something cool, something that maybe, hopefully, was a step above what you were by yourself. But what we have is Flyin Miata, which is a... they kind of do what we do, right? Where they curate products from, from different avenues from all over the world and then put it together and create a kit. And so I think it's their sway bars.
Yeah.
Right? They're private labeled sway bars. I don't know if they make them or not, but they source them from somewhere. They're, what do you call that, crinkle coat?
It's like a hammered coat.
Hammered powder coating. And then we have over here, we've got Fox shocks, Ibach springs, and we'll probably do in a separate video Garage Line spacers. Garage Line was cool. I bought all this. I think Garage Line sent this to us from back in my GT350 video days. So we'll probably do a separate standalone video on that. We'll see how many videos it takes us to get through the suspension install. But full front, rear coilovers. We'll need to use a spring compressor to get the rears off, you're saying.
Yep.
And we'll do the sway bars at the same time. So I guess we should get rolling. Let's take the all four wheels off, and then we'll just start tearing stuff apart and see what happens. Is that how we do it? Or are you gonna follow the instructions?
I watched the video, so I'm gonna I watched it ahead of time, but I feel like we're gonna have to come back and look at some little things, but it's pretty easy.
So how has their support been? So they send you instructions. So we're off to a good start.
Instructions. They got a really good video on their YouTube channel that you can go and
of how to do it.
Yeah.
So why doesn't everybody do this?
So
we're gonna take
a 40-minute video describing everything.
It's going to take us 14 hours to do.
Yeah, so it's a really good video where they go through and they show you how to assemble the springs and
good. So we'll be referring back and forth to that video. But let's get the wheels off and go from there.
Okay. How about you get the wheels off? I'll start unboxing some stuff.
Perfect. Okay. So why ND Miata?
Why ND Miata? I don't know. I always wanted a cool, small car that's, kind of tossable and NA.
Yeah.
I don't know. Before I had a Focus ST, I kind of a love-hate relationship with that car. It was a cool car. It was fun, but the front-wheel drive wasn't really cool. You make a bunch of power, it's uncontrollable.
Yeah.
And it's just eh. And then I've always liked how small the Miata is. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted one like an NA, NB. And then, the new one came out with the new engine in it. It's basically the same engine, but they updated it. It's lighter, stronger.
So this series came out in 2018?
So this is called an ND2, so it's second generation of the ND.
Okay.
It's considered a late 2018 model, but this is a 2019 year. And
then this has Brembos and BBS wheels.
Yep.
But one of the shortcomings, of course, is ride height.
Yeah, it's worse than the Corvette. This is super grandpa height, so.
Yeah. But we should be able to lower this pretty significantly. And then, of course, these wheels would be super sunk if we didn't.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like a battleship, sunken ship over here.
It's been a long time since I've done a four-lug car.
Having
long time.
Memories come back. Civics and whatnot.
Yeah. Is these 4x100?
Yeah.
And you have Brembos. Coney, Bilstein. Yeah, so this was part of what is this package called?
So what this is a club trim.
Yeah.
And then it comes with you can get a BBS package with it. So you get the BBS wheels with Brembos. And then there's another package, which is the Recaro package. So inside it has Recaro seats as well. And you can only get all these specs, these options on the club trim. So I have the lower kind of middle trim of the car, but I would need to buy that trim in order to get my spec that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So
all you've done is exhaust?
All I've done is exhaust on this car. It's a big old Everyone was watching, like, yo, what's that big old exhaust on there? I don't know, it's one of the better sounding ones. It looks a little goofy. The tip's like a 4-inch tip. So it's a little goofy. I wish it was like 3 or 2.5 or something like that, but I kind of like the style of it. Some people might not, but it's my car, so whatever.
Don't get your feelings hurt, Bryce. People are gonna tell you they don't like you.
I know. It's gonna make me cry.
I like how narrow this car is. We have our own little tables on the side of the car. That Corvette, there's like 2 inches of room. This is so wide. All right, so front and rear shocks. We have to assemble these. I guess we're gonna reuse the factory top hats on the front, I would guess.
So the fronts come with their own little top hats for the coils.
Look at this little
rear
guy.
is,
Look at this little kid. This thing is,
it's cute, isn't it? It's like a little toy.
yeah, this thing is just light. Tiny.
But I mean, it's like super stout looking, and you know, I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty legit.
All right, so what do we do now? We gotta take, I'm assuming we pop the hood, take the top.
Yeah, so when you pop the hood, there should be a strut brace on there that we actually need to take off.
This is great. You already watched all the videos and stuff. I don't read instructions. I don't watch videos. I just go.
Now I got old school hood here, Matt. You gotta use a hood
You gotta
prop.
use the prop. Yeah, I figured.
So yeah, it's a little dirty underneath here. Oof. But we have to take off this actual brace here to get to this stuff.
I'm probably gonna need to release this tube here, I would guess. Do that.
Don't know what that tube is. Was that one of those like sound tubes that they have that pipes into the cabin? And jump like
I'm
that.
expecting you to say, whoa, 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 at some point in this install when I start racking on your car. Hold up, I'm expecting that. So if I don't get that from you at least once, we really got to come up with some kind of solution for our fenders here.
Yeah.
Something cool, the Obsessed Garage logo on it or something like that. All right, so strut tower brace comes off. This side's pretty open and clear.
And then, if I recall, we actually have to drill through the top of this for the adjuster.
Okay.
So
what do you think here? These are 15s.
So yeah, those are all
17s.
15, 17, 12, 10, 14. So
No. 15. 14. I don't know if this is gonna have enough torque to break these, but let's see.
oh yeah, there's a finger tight on there.
Grab our magnetic trays from underneath there. It's gonna be fun to have Bryce push me out of the way
Get out of here.
since this is his car. Interesting dynamic. When old Maddie's usually in charge. Well, it's not my car, so we gotta take the top ones off.
Yeah.
Although technically I do make the payments on this, right?
Technically, yeah.
By your labor. Strut tower braces off. I guess we should probably, so I guess this bracket, we can leave this bracket alone. Take these three out. You said there's something.
Yeah, so then we can take these three out
Yeah.
and just leave like one kind of like half threaded on there so it's not falling through or whatever.
So what you're saying, we need to drill, to drill a hole out so we can get the.
Yeah, so we'll just drill a hole through this right here.
Oh,
So
so
we
we
can
can
actually
tower
add-
brace. Got it.
Yeah, so we can skip in or, you know, whatever.
So we'll leave the top one on so it doesn't drop on our face. I don't know why I always dread doing suspension, and it's usually pretty darn easy. Usually, I better keep my mouth.
I think it's your like fear of sway bars and how they just bind constantly now.
But it's never been the darn sway bar. I've always made that up. It's always been something else, like a steering column touching the darn junk header.
So I'm just disassembling these front coilovers here. We'll go over and show you how they're assembled, but you can also, if you want more like probably detailed in a sense, Eric on Flyin Miata YouTube page has a really good explanation on how these need to go together, and you know, if you don't have a torque wrench, how to put it together. So
Yeah, this is how we do it, not how to do it.
yeah, don't listen to us. Essentially, you might want to do some
Listen
research.
to me, not him.
Yeah. Shimmy coat mat, super slick.
So my bike has a bike that I've never ridden yet.
Okay,
Gosh,
so what are you doing?
These lights are so legit.
Okay,
So
we're gonna want to remove the ABS sensor here.
yeah, so we don't rip that off. So that's a little.
There's a little guy on the back here, one there and one here. So probably gonna be like a 10 or something.
Take my watch off.
So there's a little sensor on the back side here. This is your ABS sensor. It has an O-ring on it, so you just need to take out the bolt
Yeah, get in there.
and just wiggle it out.
There's one on the back side here, one
One
here.
up here, right? Here, you get that. You're up there. I'll make you do that.
That's a 13. No, it's a 13.
Just gonna put these bolts back in where they came from. So I remember where those came.
We're gonna do this organized.
Yeah. I don't want to have one bolt left over and be like, whatever.
It's a 12.
It might be one of those sockets there that I have out. Let's start the other side.
So I'm just taking the ABS off, ABS sensor off. Get that out of the way.
There we go. Just hang that down here so we don't rip it out.
I saw they remove the A-arm or the upper control arm.
So what they do is they actually remove these two here, and we need to remove this end link as well. And that will allow this whole assembly just to come down.
All right, why don't we come up with this so we can get better angle on the camera?
Sounds good to me.
Probably easier to drop the shock out if we remove the sway bar end link as well.
Yeah. People said it's really hard for the front one. I guess it's because it goes, look at it. It tucks in here all weird. And they said it's a real pain to get in.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to fish it through there, it seems.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing this on their back in their driveway.
Good point. Yeah.
So
So
we'll find out. We'll probably end up being those people, but we'll have a lift.
yeah.
Let's take the 17. And it shouldn't turn on the other side. So. And I believe they give us all new hardware for those bottom mounts.
Bottom comes out.
And then, so we need to get this end link here, and then these two come out, and then we can finally take off the top nut and drop this whole thing out. What size is it?
Be nice if I could just take the whole end link off. There we go.
So I'm just taking out the other ABS sensor on this side here. Try and get almost two sides done at the same time.
So
that's all done. So then you need to take these out.
I'm going to drop the A-arm.
Yeah, so when you take that out, and then you can take off that top nut on the top hat, and then you can pull it all down and slide it out.
What is that thing? 17?
I think it is, yeah.
I love these tools. We need to do a review update of the tools. Lefty loosey, Matt. Lefty loosey.
What size was that end link, Matt?
14.
14. Okay.
I just jammed the impact up in the top and took the whole end link off.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd need a Torx, to hold it from spinning. if you tried to take it off with a ratchet.
How did you get that in there?
I had to like slide it. You don't have, do you have the short extension on or long? Or the short socket? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. I'm hitting like a bolt. It's a little rusty on there. Kind of glad there's no adjustable ones because I feel like I'll be just like chasing problems trying to get it right. So there's that. Now I'm going to take off this 17 on the bottom of this Bilstein strut. Okay.
There's a potential blood hand right here.
I want to catch that. You see, Matt. I'm wearing the right shirt too.
You need a baby blood hand. Bryce, baby hand, Thomas.
Yeah, so
That's his new nickname.
don't do that to me.
That's a cool nickname. I want a cool nickname like that. Mine's Matt Moron Mormon. Or...
So they used a wobble socket on there, but I didn't really see one in the drawer.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Look, I'm gonna get this off of here.
Yeah, so
Let's do
because I saw a
good call. Shoot. I didn't think that one through. See that, Mike? In here. The brake line is in the way. So you can get it on there, but you can't get it off. Just give me 17 ratcheting. This is gonna drop down on me here. Okay. So now we should be able to knock out the bottom bolt. We don't even have to knock it out. I'm in love with this car, Bryce.
Yeah.
It's easy. Until we spend all day trying to get the sway bar off.
So now we have just that guy sitting up there, and then we have to take out that. You get that bolt out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just gotta take the top nut off.
Yep.
And I can't reach.
You need a little stool?
And I'll just drop it down.
I should be able to pull that down. And then pull that out.
Without hitting the fender. So there we go. There's our OE shock number 1. This is great.
We're flying through this.
Flyin Miata. All right. Did you take this one out yet?
No, I need to get those two guys out,
Okay,
and then I need to bang out the.
I didn't even have to. I just pushed it right out.
Oh yeah, I
bottom.
can need like you jiggle it a little, and it should just come
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's like it just slid right out like it was nothing. Ironically, we're gonna have much better video footage and documentation on this than my cars. Watch, you watch. You watch how that works. And this, when I work on the two media guys' cars, this will be the best video series we've ever done.
I'm gonna have some sick transitions in there, Matt.
You better get me some new subscribers. All the Miata guys.
They're all like 80 years old, Matt, so I don't know. They're probably friends with like the Corvette guys.
Next up is Kyle's GTI. Shoot, maybe we can get this done today and we'll do Bryce or Kyle's tomorrow. I need a break from the Corvette. Okay, slide out our lower bolt. Take off our top nut. I'm dangerously close to the fender here.
You need some help?
Yeah, just hold that there, just so I can get it out. There we go. Okay. So you try to slide the sway bar out first?
Now that we got all that out of the way, probably be a good idea.
All right, you work on that. I'll get the sway bar out.
Okay. Get these all
It's a 14.
set up. Make sure these are the right springs, different sized.
So there's a bracket here. There's sway bar. Did you look up what the size difference is between the two?
I did not. That one's definitely thicker though.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. This, can you even see that here? What I'm doing? I think I'm gonna wanna, in order to be able to slide this out, I have to take, I think we're gonna wanna remove this off of the sway bar.
Looks like they have a whole thing going on, like you have to remove a bunch of stuff to get that out. It's not easy. This, unfortunately, they don't have a video on, but they have.
So the hard part they don't have a video on.
Yeah. It's like, first they cover the rear. The rear one's super easy. Takes like 5 minutes. Looks like you need to remove the fan shroud. Yeah.
Cut that out. Normally these are split. Does it have new bushings? Oh yeah, new.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's fixed. Oh. That's a blood hand. Now, how do I get this off?
A little tight in there.
Yeah, it's sitting right up against the frame, so I can't.
Small car problems.
Here's what we need to do.
Kind of assembled that. They sent it to you assembled, so just put it back together the way you did it, but there's a plastic spacer at the bottom here. There's a spacer that goes between here, and then there's another spacer at the very top. So that's pretty easy to put together. If you can't figure it out, I'm sorry.
I should have gotten them the package without the sway bars. That's what I should have done. And we'd have been done with this in 15 minutes. So you're gonna take this to the track, Bryce? Gonna go up to the firm?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably. Just to have that experience, you know?
Yeah. Just tell people you are. That's what I should just start doing. Just say, yeah, I go to the track all the time. Yeah, blood hand. Dang it. How would they know? Prove it.
Let me see your data logs, Matt. Come on. How many G's are you pulling on turn 3?
20.
Dang. What are you, an astronaut?
Take my word for it.
A fighter pilot?
Okay, the brackets are out. Let me look at this from up top.
So it says we need to take that off, a bunch of other crap off. So it's like fan shroud needs to be removed, so we need to take everything off first. Press it over for the tanks. Start by pressing the tab rearward. There's a tab on the left-hand side. Arrow number 1, so it's right there. Straight up on the tank. Remove it from the shroud, set it aside in the engine bay. No need to disconnect it.
This? Okay, that's off.
Yeah, so you push this, push that down. I don't know about that.
Okay, tabs rearward, it's out. Now what?
Just pull it out. Is that how it comes out?
Just like that?
Yeah, and they said to set it up wherever.
Should I take the whole, oh, okay, so I'll take the whole assembly
Yep.
off. Got it, okay.
It says disconnect the bracket holding the AC line. You see an AC line?
Is that the AC line right here?
Well, it's one of them.
So where's that yellow little tab thing I'm talking about?
So it's something connecting to the shroud. Looks like it needs to be disconnected. Disconnect the bracket 2, holding the AC line to the top of the shroud on the passenger side.
Passenger side.
Yeah, it doesn't mention that.
I don't see any yellow.
It might be, so I'm thinking it's this guy right here. Ours is just not yellow.
Yeah.
How does it come out? Feeling about to rip the thing off. Is it like a little?
Yeah, it's just a typical little. This is what we need, our skin wedge.
In the store now, buy it.
$12. Skin wedge, I don't think it's going to get underneath it.
So in the instructions here, it shows a yellow clip, but on my car, it's black. So take that for whatever it's worth.
So. Almost got it. There we go. Okay. But then what do we do with that?
Yeah.
Like these instructions.
Yeah, these instructions.
Have instructions.
There are 2 ground points under the air box. Do not disconnect them. They are electric power steering. And if left disconnected, steering effort will be very high. Okay.
So we're taking the fan out? What was the point of this?
Yeah, apparently that shroud needs to come out then. Now we go on to 4. Remove both upper radiator mounting brackets, 1 per side. So these guys here. Let's see, remove the wheels, then remove the forward lower fender liners. Okay.
So we're removing the fender liners?
Correct. So there's 4 screws and 8 plastic little fasteners. So under here, there's 4 8mm little screws. 1 here, 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 and here. And there's just a bunch of these little plastic, like rivet looking dudes. So those, they come out. Now I understand why people said this sucks doing the front sway bar. Can you imagine doing this on your back? That would suck.
Gosh, I love this tool.
And using your skin wedge tool.
Yeah. It's so good. Why haven't I had this thing my whole life? Yeah, we'd have been done with the front suspension.
What?
Without the sway bar, we'd have been done with the front suspension.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. I was kind of surprised.
You taking the upper fender liner or the bottom one?
It says in here, what page am I on here? It says the front and lower fender liners.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's what I'm taking off.
So I guess there's like 4 pieces total, probably this lower part here and then this front of the wheel. And I need to get a skin wedge tool because I'm not. And it says we need to remove this center splash pan as well. Jeez, I'll just remove the whole bottom of the car.
Yeah, that one. I got one more.
Yeah, this will actually come out like that.
There you go.
Yeah, this thing looks great, dude. Jeez. It's like super thin that I can just get in there. I was trying to use that pick and I was like,
It's just digging it.
I'm about to murder my finger with a pick.
Okay, so that's all out.
Now you have to do the center pan, it says underneath. These little plastic rivets still. There's like a crap load of them. So many.
I'm gonna take this whole thing out.
It says the center pan on that piece of paper. Oh no, this might say there's 8 10mm to take out. I still got soap in there. Okay, so is there 1, 2, 3, 4? Looks like you already got one, or no, that's
Take those little pins off and it's ready to go.
Oh boy, what is that?
Oh, that's true. Is
There
that
we go.
Jeff?
Okay, give Mike
Yeah.
next. Yeah.
So on the side.
got down here, Bryce?
Confusion. It says I need to remove two 10mm bolts holding small plastic pieces above the sway bar, then pull the plastic pieces out. There's one on each side, driver's side is shown, so it looks like it runs this way. So, oh, okay, so these right here. These plastic pieces. Got it. There's two, one, two. Put them in.
Yeah, we could try one of those too. Perfect.
So, you're gonna see.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's what came out. There's one on the other side, two 10mm.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the heads up.
Bar is moving. Okay, there's that one. Looks exactly the same. It has if you're confused which one it is, it says LH on there, left-hand side. So,
All right, now what are we doing?
well, I got those out.
Sure I can't get this out just like this?
I don't know. There's a reason why they made these instructions, Matt.
Oh, yeah. I live by my own rules, Bryce.
Disconnect all of the wiring on the shroud, both from the shroud and from the matching connectors. Or mating connectors. Just disconnect any plastic anchors for the wiring as well. Unplug the sensors to the AC line as well.
It's kind of weird that we're disconnecting the stuff up here when the sway bar is back here.
Yeah, I don't know why they require this.
I think it's likely we're going to take the sway bar and push it forward or push it toward the front of the car maybe.
So I'm just gonna skip ahead real quick and see what they say. Jeez. Because the other one's way bigger, so I'm like thinking, you know, how we're gonna get the bigger sway bar in there. So I think they're talking about these wires here. So this looks like a power steering pump, electric one.
Yeah, dude, this is...
And then
Yeah, this is amazing.
this is the one thing they need to make a video on. Not the coilovers. So this line says
Yeah, because all of this must need to shift forward.
because they want me to remove this hose here.
Yeah.
I think these lines here. These here, I believe. I don't know. They say just remove everything. It's like, what the?
I see.
And it
So this
says,
is-
okay.
Yeah,
Let's
this
skip
is-
ahead. It says we need to take out these lower radiator brackets, which will slightly drop this.
Because what's going to happen is this is going to go up, so you can get this past that, and then once you get it past, then it'll come down, and then this will get in the way. So does that mean we have to? Is this fluid filled?
Should be, yeah. So you have to disconnect it. I don't know how this disconnects.
Right here.
So weird. There's another one right here too. Well, no, not. You keep it in there, but you just take the clip off they show. So you take this out of that,
Yeah.
and this will drop down, I guess. That's why that's why they want you to disconnect stuff, so you can drop that down.
Got it. So this has got to come off. This bundle of wires has got to come off.
And the instructions here. It says you want to remove this AC line, which is on the back side of the shroud, and then this is this pipe right here, this tube going through the radiator. And there's also a sensor, which I haven't found yet, somewhere that you have to unplug. So a lot of unplugging and disconnecting. It basically says anything attached to the shroud you want to remove.
Yep. There's like loose there. They glued it. There's a little piece of glue on there. Let's hope it doesn't rip.
Jeez.
I got one last wire I gotta pop off. Gotta somehow get this glue off of here. Gee whiz, man, why would they glue this? Oh, this is like
Super glued.
yeah.
We have to run to Mazda later when we rip the whole tube apart.
There we go, I got it. We're safe. Okay, that's loose.
Let's try 12.
Okay, all our wires are loose now.
Okay. So I got those loosened up.
So this is gonna drop down out of the way.
Yeah, they say you just need to lower it just a little bit. That's from what I read in the instructions. No, they're compact, man. Really compact.
Baby hands.
There's a baby hands car right here. Okay. I think Matt ran off with the instructions.
Can you just take the instructions to the bathroom?
I think he did. He might be sitting on the toilet reading them.
I guess I'll find out when I look at the other audio.
some dribbling.
Is this going to turn into how not to install Miata suspension?
It just might. I think we're about halfway there.
All right, you got those loose. You ready to move it up?
Let's see.
Now we pop the radiator up top. Fan shroud is held in place by 4 tabs on the radiator. The upper tabs have latches to prevent the shrouds from being moved up. Pry these tabs open carefully, then push the shroud up to disengage it.
Okay.
Heads up, coming down. The bushings are not removable, so don't try to take them off.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Try to work the bar in front of the tie rod on the passenger side. Turning the steering wheel all the way to the right will help. The end should be pointed straight down.
Not an easy. This is blood hand area.
Okay, so we're taking the entire radiator out, or the fan out. Radiator and fan assembly out of the car. So are all those bracket bolts off? Or are you just loosening them?
I took the bottom ones off.
Okay.
It's kind of just like hanging here.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think we should take the battery out too.
You do? I'm gonna lose all my station presets, Matt. I'm gonna listen to FM radio. You got like parts everywhere.
Yep, your whole car disassembled. Be able to see a little better here. Like that. Okay. We have this little guy.
There's like little handles on the side. Oh no, it's just a like a little koozie for the battery.
Set that there. Let's catch on this.
Tall battery. Small but tall.
Panasonic. Battery's out. Now we can see what we're doing here. So now there's a little tab. So these tabs here they're talking about. So that comes out. I think we want to take the whole radiator out.
I think we got most of the tabs here. Maybe this sensor right here. Like a little Molex. Mirror plug. Take that
Some of them
out.
are attached to it. It's asking me not to force anything, which is always a bad ask.
So that's what these are here, right?
All right, so there's 1 and 2. Where's the 3 and 4? Are they down lower? Oh yeah, the one's down lower. So it wants us to push it past that.
So we need to pull it up to get it up and over? Or?
Right, so, yeah, so that one's detached, but we need to like get it beyond that. I need to set it.
Do I need to like go down there and like pull the radiator down and you pull that shroud up?
Yeah.
Man, these little metal clips just keep falling out of like Narnia over here. What the heck?
Okay, I got it beyond it.
Okay, it looks like it's off down here. Because I can pull it out.
Coolant's falling on my head. So now, this has to sneak out. I think I'm gonna take this battery box out.
Okay. That's nice.
Dump some fluid on here, so. Clean that green glue out of there.
There's the towelings.
Now we got all kinds of room.
And this AC line doesn't get removed on the little bolt in the shroud here.
No, it says, I guess we have to take this one off. We want to get the fan off.
It's like probably like a 10 mil.
Yep. I'm about to take the darn air box off too. Let's just drop the engine, do sway bar.
Drop the whole subframe down.
Even with taking all this stuff off, I mean, I can tell from the instructions. This isn't easy.
Well, it's not 1M intake powered, so.
Yeah. We've got to get this lower thing off. I can't freaking see it. So this has to come off.
What does?
Okay, this slide past that.
Stuck on the hose over here. Oh yeah. I'm like hitting this hose.
We need to kick one end out first. Okay.
Lock your fingers. I want to pinch them.
There you go. All right.
Now we're getting to work here. Oh. Jeez.
Coming up. Now that we know what to do, now I don't think this thing goes in and out of here real easily.
Now this made it just a little bit easier. It's still difficult. So I can use the manual entry. So going that way. Stuck on the ABS.
Okay. Let's see what it tells me to do here first. It says, pull the entire bar forward, okay, we just did, and begin to take out the driver's side. The passenger side of the bar will need to move up to the clear portion of the subframe that projects forward. Try to work the bar in front of the tie rod on the passenger side. Turning the steering wheel all the way to the right will help. Move it in front of the left tie rod as well.
Well, we're way past tie rods.
Leave the bar with its ends pointed straight down. Pull the entire bar forward and begin to take it out the driver's side. The passenger side of the bar will need to move up to clear the portion of the subframe, black metal, Okay, so that's the subframe. The passenger side of the bar will need to move up to clear the portion of the subframe. All right, that tells us nothing. Let's just start wiggling crap. So I think, yeah, we need to clear this.
Okay, so is it coming my way?
Kick your end, yeah, so kick that end that way to the back.
AC line.
There we go. That's not bad. So now wiggle it through. Careful not to mess anything up. Remember very clearly how you just took that out of there, because the other one's got to go back in the exact same way. Which way's which? I guess we'll see.
Oh boy. It's like trying to not like destroy the camera.
Hold it that way. Okay, so that's the way it goes back in.
Go over here. Try and guide you. Yeah, we got past this somehow, but then this is in the way.
Can you rotate the sway bar the other way? Like flip it around?
I don't know.
When you push the radiator up, you got a little bit more clearance.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, yeah, this thing here needs to be down here.
Yeah, rotate it the other way. Well, now it's, wait, did you just get it?
No, there's an AC line in the way.
Well, you're on the other side of the bar now, though.
What? No, it needs to go through this hole.
Oh, you're putting it in. I'm an idiot. This is the new one.
Is that really it?
Oh my god. Cut all that. Oh my lord.
We have it on the wrong side of the, shoot, got it on the wrong side of this, I think. It's gonna sit like that.
What, the wire?
It comes all the way up here. Alright, we can move that out of the way. There's there. Shoot. Yeah. This needs to go on the other side.
Just plug that. Oh, the other one's on top of the car.
I got it. Okay. Sway bar's in.
30 minutes later, after doing
more
this way,
instructions.
that way, over that way. It did. Just regular.
Where'd the lube go?
It is. I think I have it up on the
This beefier and stronger.
right here.
Crap. I put the thing down somewhere. Right there.
Yeah, they've got one of those.
What? Bushing?
Was there only one of these for the whole
Yeah.
front and rear? Okay.
The other one. And then there's the brackets down there by your feet.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do? What happened?
Something doesn't feel right. Okay, there we go.
I was like, there's only one more way it can go in, I think, and that's out.
Putting the end links on. So we lubed up the urethane bushing. Now I gotta get this started. can't. Bryce isn't looking. Need to get that on there somehow. There we go.
So those collars, about those.
Well, those will go on after we get it loose fit here.
Okay, so that you're not tightening it all the way, right?
Yeah, we don't want to tighten these down until we get our end links and all that stuff set up.
Yeah, just putting them on a couple threads. Pain in the butt.
Yep. That one's tight. All right, so we should put the shocks in first. Get it all set up, then we can put our end links on. We'll set our collars after that.
Sounds good. I'll get them set up to like a base height that they give you on the collars.
You're gonna not be swaying at all, Bryce. I think we need to go hardcore, as aggressive as possible.
I don't know about that. You're gonna probably shoot for the middle.
Yeah. The middle's for sissies.
I'm okay with that. 2 measuring tape.
Guess I can come down. We need to come down anyway. I say we put the suspension in, then we'll put all the radiator and all that crap back together.
Sounds good.